RACQ, where members save 4 cents per litre of participating Puma Energy stations. Check them out at racq.com/Puma. They've teamed up with Puma Energy to pay your fuel bill for the whole year. Hopefully you hear your name right now. Okay, the names for this half hour are Jacinia Bologa of Logan Reserve, Naomi Elanaxis of Greenbank, and Cameron Rose of North Ipswich. That's Cameron Rose of North Ipswich, Naomi Elanitsas of Greenbank, and Jacinia Lologa of Logan Reserve.
Look, call up to get on the standby list, but just also call up to correct our pronunciation. 13, 10, 16. Steph was like, you've got this, and I was like, I don't think so.
Lologa. If you want this prize as well, you can register hit105.com.au. If you registered for the credit card last week, you are also in the running, so keep listening to Hit 105.
Matt's next guest is best known for playing Aaron in The Walking Dead.
There ain't no other way. Do it.
That's the show with zombies and death and stuff. He also does some brilliant impersonations, like Antonio Banderas,
A labor of love.
Justin Timberlake.
Whoa, I was like totally in the bathroom.
Dreamboat Matthew McConaughey.
This is something else. This is stellar. This is interstellar.
And Matthew Acton. Hi, I'm Matthew Acton. Nah, that was me. Please welcome Ross Marquand. Ross Marquand. Ross Marquand. I hope I said that right.
It's pronounced Ross Marquand, and he's here. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
We are fantastic. But first off, I think we have to get you to give Abby, our co-host, an apology because you have scarred her psychologically for life.
Ross, my husband is a huge Walking Dead fan, and I stayed up once to watch it. And I was concerned that I am surrounded by psychopaths because I tuned into, what episode was it?
Glenn's death.
Oh, that's quite literally the most traumatizing episode of the entire series, and you started with that?
Yeah.
I mean, you got to ease into it. I totally understand why you're traumatized. That makes perfect sense.
I made my husband sleep in a spare room because I was concerned if this is what he likes. I'm out.
Okay. Right. Well, promise is not always that intense.
Hey, we've also been looking online at your amazing impressions that you do. They're very, very good. Have you ever used any of your impressions to do stuff over the phone, like with your power bill, you ring up and pretend to be Matthew McConaughey, or like maybe George Clooney or something?
I get asked to quite a bit because, you know, now I have friends who are actually friends with some of these people, so it wouldn't be outside of the realm of possibility that someone might actually know one of these individuals. And I love messing with people. It brings me a lot of joy. So I think whenever I get a chance to do that, it's so much fun, you know.
Have you ever done an impression of someone to them?
Yeah, it didn't go over too well.
Oh, really?
I did Larry David from Curb Your Enthusiasm, and you know, it was just on the fly. I was being encouraged to by him and the sound engineer I was working with on a project with him, and he just kind of leaned back in his chair and he was like, "It's not your best." Never do an impression of someone for them, you know.
I guess I'm obsessed with it because it's like the ultimate actor ability to be able to do impersonations because you can change it so much.
I'm amazed by Australians and Brits who are able to change their voice to sound like Americans or whatever they need to, and I just, from an early age, I just had the most respect for Aussies and Brits who can do that, so I thought, I need to emulate them. I need to be like them if I want to, you know, be successful doing this. And it's just fun to do.
Yeah, it is.
What about Hugh Jackman? Have you ever tried to do an Aussie accent and do Hugh Jackman?
I have. Well, no, I mean, you know, Hugh's got this sort of very round voice. You know, he's got a very almost bassy, not a baritone voice, and you know, he's a very he's a big charmer, isn't he?
Yeah,
so,
good.
You know,
It's very good. It's very good.
Thank you. Thank you.
What about this? We've only been talking for like 2 minutes, but do me.
I'm going to need a little bit more time to work on it.
The one that I found really, really interesting, I don't think I've ever heard of this happening in films before, and you've probably been asked about it, but he's one of ours. Hugo Weaving, when he didn't come back for Avengers Endgame and Infinity War, they got you to do a Hugo Weaving impression of his character in the film. And when I watched it, to be honest, Ross, I didn't realise it was you and wasn't him.
Well, thank you. I got very lucky on that one. I mean, I think, you know, they were trying to work with Hugo, and he's recently came out and just said, you know, they were trying to make it work. And I don't know if it was scheduling conflicts or whatever, but I reaped the benefit of his lack of availability. And I just had the most respect for him as an actor and what he did with that role. I grew up with Marvel Comics, and Red Skull was one of the people that I drew the most and had the most, you know, affection for as a character. So just the notion that I got to step into those shoes for just a couple films was awesome. It was so much fun. What
are the legals around that? Because you're impersonating someone and making money out of it. Did they still have to pay him money?
I don't think so. I mean, you know, essentially at a certain point they just want, you know, because there's other actors who have played other characters and tried to emulate their voice or their characteristics. So, you know, it really goes back to this idea of like, what is it, who owns the character, you know, because I mean, the Joker has been done a million ways from Sunday, and I think each Joker is kind of an iteration of Cesar Romero's Joker from the 70s or 60s and 70s. Like, that was the first Joker that everyone saw, and then Jack kind of borrowed a little bit of that, and then I think Heath and Jared, and now, of course, Joaquin doing their own thing. So, you know, I think we're all kind of, you know, begging and borrowing, stealing from each other to some degree. But with that iteration of Red Skull, the Russo brothers definitely said, we want you to sound as close to Hugo as possible from the first Avenger, but we want to age him up because he's 84 years older, and he's, you know, cursed with infinite wisdom from the entire galaxy. So he's going to be very wizened and tired. And I think the direction they gave me was they wanted me to sound like Hugo's Red Skull mixed with Yoda.
Can you imagine that?
I was trying to do.
They can say that about anything.
Oh, what were you gonna say?
Like, they can say that to any actor now. Like, you take this role, otherwise we're going to get Ross to impersonate.
Hey, here's a question. What do they use for fake blood these days?
Oh no, it's real. It's all real.
Because you always. I remember from Scary Movie. Remember Scary Movie? They were talking about corn syrup and
corn syrup, the blood capsules. And
stuff. What is the blood on TV these days?
I couldn't tell you what the actual composition is, but Greg Nicotero and his team, they've been in the business collectively for, you know, 50, 60 years. They've gotten so good at blood that now they figured out ways to add flavor to it. because so much of the zombies are having to drink this stuff and have it in the house. So they, and before each day, they're like, would you like mint or cherry?
Oh, wow.
Making it more enjoyable for our zombies, you know?
Well, look, we're excited for you to make your way here to Australia. March 13 and 14, you're at Supernova on the Gold Coast, supernova.com.au. Ross Marquand, nice to talk to you, buddy.
Great talking to you. I can't wait to come back out there. I was there 2 years ago, and I'm so excited to get back to Australia.
Hit 105. Brisbane traffic. Get into your first home with a $0 upfront deposit at Start Point Homes.
Water over Henry Road between Dolly's Rocks Road and Brays Road through Griffin. Also Bow Hill Road closed between Blunder Road and Beatty Road through Willawong. Water over Lancing Street between Grandview Road and O'Brien Road through Pullenvale. Boscombe Road closed between Rafting Ground Road and Brookfield Road through Brookfield. Paradise Road through Larapinta still out of action as well. Lights on flash on the Cunningham Highway at Redbank Plains Road through Blackstone. And a big tree has Sandgate Road blocked both directions at Laprake Street through Clayfield. They're going to be chainsawing that for the next couple of hours. Diversions both ways and inbound delays back past Junction Road. Hyundai's 2019 plate clearance is on. Get the Elantra from $20,990 drive away, plus a massive 7-year warranty. See your Hyundai dealer today. Chopper Day, back soon on Hit 105.
Harry and Tommy.
So I've got a terrible Uber rating.
Yes.
4.49. I want to know what I've done wrong. Why have I got such a low rating? Amit, help me.
Number 1, do not talk too much. Do not talk loudly. This is number 1.
Yeah.
Can you imagine me doing that, Amit?
Of course I can.
Harry and Tommy. Now driving you home from 3 till 5 p.m. Followed by Husey and Ed for Australian Lamb. Get together and share the lamb this summer.
Harry and Tommy.
Only on Hit 105. Need vision? If your windscreen wipers are streaking or squeaking, chances are they're due to be replaced. We can check your wipers and fit new ones for you at Super Cheap Auto. Conditions and charges apply.
It's time to get started. Get the skills, get moving, and get to where you want to be. Go from basic electrical safety to installing home circuitry. From learning diagnostics to tuning V8 supercars. Go further with TAFE Queensland's flexible study options and industry qualified teachers. Get the job ready training you need and see where TAFE can take you with a trade qualification. Visit tafeqld.edu.au to apply today and start February. RTO 0275.
The Sherricote Valentine hotline has been ringing off the hook with adorable and, well, weird, cute couple pet names. The winners get their cutesy couple pet name on some of Australia's biggest billboards.
Keep your eye out for the one at Eagle Farm on the Gateway Motorway in Queensland. They've scored themselves cash towards a romantic getaway thanks to Coke. But today's winners are Honeycob and Honeycobette. Oh. Call the Sherricote Valentine hotline 1300 337 787 and share a Coke with your jelly bean this Valentine's Day.
If you're sick or injured and cannot work, you may be able to access insurance through your super. Call Shine Lawyers, the superannuation claim experts, for a free super check on 131199 today, and let's right wrong.
Dad, we need to talk.
Uh-oh. Is it serious?
Very serious. Firstly, good work on finally shutting the fridge door properly.
But...
there's more we can do. Like, why keep the lights on in the lounge room if there's no one there?
Good point. When did you get so smart?
We can all use our power for good. At PowerShop, we carbon offset 100% of the energy we provide to our customers at no extra cost to them. Join PowerShop and you'll be helping to make a cleaner, greener world for everyone. PowerShop. Power you can be proud of.
When you run your own business, it's nice to be rewarded for your hard work. With the American Express Qantas Business Rewards card, you could turn your everyday business spend into your next holiday. Enjoy up to 2 Qantas points per dollar spent and 150,000 bonus Qantas points with the card that works for business. To find out more, search American Express Qantas Business Rewards. Offer ends 11 March 2020. New card members only. $3,000 minimum spend criteria and terms and conditions apply.
Stav, Abby, and Matt.
PowerShop, 100% carbon offset power you can be proud of.
Don't stab Abby and Matt, Brisbane's Hit 105. We are on the air this morning for our very good friends at Power Shop. It's power that you can be proud of, guys.
Yeah, and not feel guilty about it when you use it, because they carbon offset.
100% of it at no extra cost either. Usually when you see the carbon offset, you think, I'm paying for that, but not them.
I went to a shoe store yesterday, 3 sizes smaller. What they've done to my carbon footprint.
Oh, so is that what happens?
Yeah.
Now you're with Power Shop,
Yep.
That's the go. That's amazing stuff.
I brought the story to the table, Sam didn't even want to talk about it.
We chase the story. Chase the story.
We chase as a group though. Why are you going solo?
Yeah, you're going rogue.
No, you guys, do you want to be in, you're in the chase?
I don't know yet.
You're either in the chase or you're not in the chase.
No, you can't do that. It's like, don't get angry if I tell you something. No, tell me and then I'll decide.
Yeah, exactly.
So I don't know if I want to be in the chase.
Could be an OJ chase. I don't want to be involved in that sort of shenanigans.
Okay, well, I'll tell you. No, you're going to want to be in this chase. You're going to be.
I'm in the chase.
You're in the chase?
Really?
You're in the chase?
Crumble, don't you?
No, I like a good story. What are you going to do?
I'll reserve judgment.
Okay. So you guys know how I have made some wild claims about Apple.
Oh God, is this the Apple and the FBI?
Kind of.
I'm only going to share this story because it may be of interest to you, Maddie Acton, because it involves Apple and the FBI.
Everybody knows Apple is owned by the FBI. That's why we give our fingerprint to them. Hello, FBI. I know you're there.
They don't care about you. Maddie thinks that the FBI is getting information from Apple.
The FBI already has your login details for Apple.
Good, because when I lose it, I really need to get in contact with it.
Yeah.
Hey, it's just Abby here. You're not. Why do you think the FBI, of all people, are after your details?
Oxley's a hot spot for the FBI. They've been monitoring Oxley for ages.
When you go with Australian police, when you go with them, why is it always the
APD?
FBI? You don't think they're as high up?
FBI is like the cream of the crop.
Well, isn't it? The AFP, isn't that the Australian FBI?
Well, yeah, because I thought that the FBI would be concerned with American citizens.
But the AFP aren't on the telly as much.
All right. So
You know what I mean? You never see in an American movie them coming and go, it's the AFP, get down!
No,
They'd be like, huh?
Hey bro, you know that we're the AFP, you're gonna have to...
Crikey, get down on the ground!
They've got some bloody drugs up in here.
It's a good show. So are we chasing a story to find out if this is true? Because you know we're not
I'm more just bringing you some information.
Alright.
So we don't really need to chase because the chase has been done. But it just confirms that, stuff happens.
Case rest, Your Honour.
Yeah, well put.
The end.
Well put. Get this man a Pulitzer.
Just so you're aware, stuff happens.
Now
the action reporting for the FBI.
Next Tony Order.
Yeah, here's Tom with the sports. Some teams did some stuff. Here's the weather.
Okay, so France have gotten involved with this. France, their competition watchdog has fined Apple 40 million Australian dollars for deliberately updating older iPhones with software that slowed down the devices.
Are you talking about the battery life of phones?
Correct.
Because you have my attention, because that is the most, you know that I've constantly, anytime there is a charger, I will put it in there because I know that this goes flat, and they tell me that it's not flat, and they only replace it when it's under 85%.
We all knew, well no we didn't know, we all suspected that the new Fangdangle iPhone SX10YZBG comes out and then they would slow down all of our old iPhones and make the apps not work so that we would have to go and buy the new one. But they said, no, we never do that. We wouldn't do that because that would be illegal. A 2-year investigation showed that the practice was deliberate.
So when we do our software upgrades, is that when they're doing it?
Yep. So what happens is the new iPhone comes out and they go, hey, all the people on the old iPhone, here's a sweet new upgrade. Come and join us all in the sweet new features. Oh, by the way, we've put a sneaky little bug in there that on purpose makes your phone run slower than it did when you first bought it brand new. And so that way you're going to get annoyed and you're going to buy the new one.
Question. That's an outrage and I'm furious and that's wrong. But what has the FBI got to do with it?
That was also my question.
Because it feels like you just weren't really trying to put the story together when really it's just
connected. It's all connected.
Apple got in trouble.
Did the F stand for French the whole time?
It's all connected.
I did not know that.
It's
connected. Hey,
an outrage, but even you're trying to trouble with it now.
Apple responded to the French competition watchdog saying, our goal has always been to create secure products that our clients appreciate, and making iPhones that last as long as possible is an important part of that. All right, so you slowed them down, did you? To make them last longer? Yeah. Well, they didn't, but as part of the fine, the French dudes, they said you've got to put something on the website that says that you did it, so an apology letter needs to go along with it. Apple, we're on to you.
So what, you're going to go against Apple? Because I'm saying that I still like it.
Oh, my
and I haven't said that the FBI do a wonderful job, but Maddie Acton, Maddie John.
No.
Paul.
I have.
Ringo Acton.
Look, I have an iPhone, and I love the iPhone. It's a great product.
Too late.
I'm just saying. I've given them my thumbprint. I'm not.
Why don't you slow down just Maddie Acton's?
You've already ordered him. You may as well.
Yeah, remember when you took on the ATO? How did that go for you? Remember you were paying out there?
Oh, it was expensive. It was expensive.
I do my head toss. Check one